Hi folks, it's Teresa. Today on Teresa's Travels, we are going to see a thrift store. And so this is a little bit different Teresa's Travels than I've been doing because I've been going to homesteads. And so today we're going to go to the thrift store that is carrying my products inside. So it is a thrift store, and the thrift store helps with with a ministry, a women's shelter ministry, and the store is called the Olive Branch, and they are in with Intertwined Ministries, which helps young ladies. Some of them have gotten out of jail and need help getting started again. Some of them are just homeless. Some of them maybe domestic violence, and they had to be have a place to go. So it's a women's shelter, and it's a small women's shelter. There's currently only 6 women and a baby there, and but this place helps them for that home that they're in. So she also set up booths that people could rent a booth in there and set up their products. And mine started out being a just consignment, just what price I put on my things, and then she was going to mark it up just a little to make her money. But now that she's gone to doing booths, we've kind of swapped that over to where I'm renting a spot as a booth. My spot is very small, so I'm not paying a whole lot for my spot, but that's because it's kind of like a closet, kind of the size of a large closet, like on a mobile home. You'll see. So I'm going to go show you that and show you around at this thrift store. And we're just going to look around, see what all they've got, and show you what she's doing. It's a really wonderful thing that she's doing out there, especially the thrift store part of it. That is donations. People can donate, kind of like Salvation Army or Goodwill. They can donate goods there, and then she sells those and uses that profit for the women's shelter. Now, it's just a small scale. It's nothing like Salvation Army or Goodwill or anything like that. It's just a small, locally owned business. So let's go have a look. So they've got some really nice murals on the wall here. This came from the previous people who were here previously, had an antique shop here, and they put these, they're not painted. I don't know what they are. They're shiny. They're like pictures that they had blowed up and put on these big old boards. I don't know. I don't know what they are really. Like murals, but they're not painted. Anyway, very nice. Semi-truck honked at me. So these are donations. Somebody's dropped off donations, it looks like. And the murals go on down. They're really nice. Like I said, that came from the antique shop that was here. So here's the last one down here. So that is the Olive Branch. It used to be Sisters and Friends, which was an antique shop. All right, I'm going to go in here. Make sure it's okay to video. I think it is. So this is what it looks like when you walk in, and it's just beautiful. The people that had the antique shop here done a great job on this place. And so this is where you check out at. This is a little coffee spot. They've got some stuff in the way that's been donated right now, but it's a little coffee bar. And they charge like $1. It says $2 up there on the wall, but down here it says $1. So they just have, you know, stuff for your coffee, and sometimes they have some cookies or muffins or something that you can buy. And this is a really nice spot here. It's called Sherry's Corner. That's someone who rented a booth here. And so that's Sherry's Corner. She rented a booth. And you go on back, and there's different booths. That's a Tupperware booth somebody rented. And this is kind of an empty booth. They've just stuck some stuff in there, but it's a booth that could still be rented. But they have stuck some donated items in there. Ooh, air conditioners. Interesting. So this is another booth of theirs from donated stuff. That's not a rented booth. It's donated stuff for the ministry. So all kinds of goodies. Some furniture. Somebody set up some games in here. This is like a entertainment gaming place that rented a spot. And the building goes on over there, but that part of the building is going to be rented to someone else, a whole different business. They have a Christmas corner. All the Christmas stuff. This is part of the donated stuff that's for the ministry. And just a little wall hanging. This one is a rented booth that somebody rented and stuck just some random stuff in. Another rented booth. I really like this one. They've got a lot of antique looking things. Bottles are $5. I've got one of those. Oh, is that an old match holder or a toothpick holder? Could be either, I guess. Let's see. Match holder. Huh, interesting. Some hooks. I like this booth. That's neat. Look at that. It's stuck under that. Some more milk jars. I like those. You know, I've got a bunch of these. Anyway, that's a nice booth. Few antique things. And then there's an empty booth that somebody's going to rent that's not set up good yet. They clothes. They've got lots of clothes that were donated. All back through here are donated clothes and shoes that are for the ministry. All the clothes. Okay, here's another booth that's rented. They don't have a whole lot of stuff in here. They've got plenty of room to do more in there. This, I don't know if this is not a rented booth. This is some of their stuff that was donated stuff, I believe. And then this is a rented spot. And this is a big spot. This is a big room. Big separate room. There is maternity, kids' clothes, and maternity. I think this is a rented. I don't know. This might be their stuff too. I thought it was a rented one, but it might not be. It might be their stuff. They just separated it for the kids, maybe. Nice room, though. Would be a nice booth to rent. And then another machine from the same gaming entertainment place. Another kids' room. I think this is their stuff for sure, because it's just random, lots of donated looking stuff. And then a men's room, men's clothes room. It's separate. That's the ministry stuff, donated stuff. This is a booth. I believe this one's a booth for sure. And it's got a lot of kind of the same stuff. So that's probably a rented booth. And then this is stuff of theirs on both sides of this. It's donated stuff and a big cabinet. Okay, this is a booth, I believe. No, that's their stuff. Because of the furniture, I know for the furniture, that's their stuff. So this was donated stuff. I don't think it's a rented booth. This one is rented booth. This is a booth somebody rented that they put, I think you call that applique, where they sew things onto the clothes. I'm pretty sure that's called applique. I love it. There's some nice stuff in here that is so cute. Every piece of clothing has something sewn onto it. I like that one. Isn't that cute? That's kind of cute. I really like that one though. I've thought about buying that one, but I don't need any more clothes. But it sure is cute. So, some pants. They put a thing on the bottom that's cute. Cute stuff. So that's a cute booth. Let's see what else. Goose on the back. I love that. Love that booth. All right, moving on. This is a rented booth. Somebody's just got random stuff in. This is a rented booth. A lady that does t-shirts. So she's got t-shirts and a few other things in here. This is probably a booth that hadn't been rented and they just stuck some of their stuff in here but could be rented, I believe. So there's several booths that could still be rented. Oh, that one's called Millie's Mercantile. Cute. So cute. Okay, now I'll go to mine and I'll show you my booth now. All right. I'm over here in a little cubby hole off the corner. As you can see, I have just a small spot. Just a little half a booth. I have some dream catchers and some artwork. And then I have some, this is teas. These are homemade, homegrown herbs, herbal teas. I only have Sleepy Time and Stress Away. And I made these. And then I have my herbal products I have elderberry syrup, lemon balm, turkey tail tincture, my jewelweed soap and salve, and some little salves, little mini salves, my natural deodorant, some natural hand cream, and other salves. I have comfrey black drawing salve, super pain salve, and plantain salve. And I have sold more of the jewelweed and the super pain salve. I've sold some comfrey too. I've sold a few of the black drawing salve and a few of the plantain. I didn't have a whole lot of plantain made because I didn't get enough made last year to have enough. So I'm making some more currently. So there's my booth. I'm going to bring some more stuff and fill in down here. I'm thinking I might make some regular body soaps. Herbal though, like regular herbal body soaps, because my jewelweed soap is medicinal. It's medicine. So my jewelweed soap is medicinal, but if I bring make some just herbal body soaps and put down here in that area, well, I've got a shelf there too. I could put some anyway and fill that up. So there you go. There's my booth at the Olive Branch. So, all right. I really hope they do great here. I hope I do good here, but I hope the place does great in itself to help the ladies out. It's on a main highway, so there's lots of traffic. So, let's see. So, there's their sign that they set it outside. Sometimes somebody just painted it for them. They set it outside, but they need a big sign out by the road. I think currently is still the previous owner's sign, but they've got a really nice sign. So that's it. I want to show the traffic. There's just lots of traffic going by here all the time, constantly. This is on Highway 60, going from La Center to Paducah, and it stays busy. So thanks for watching, y'all. Thanks for watching, and give me a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe. And if you're ever down this way, stop in and holler at me, and I'll meet you here.